Hey friends, I want to try this again. Just doing a life update. My dad and I, we've been on our journey together through stage 4 cancer. I have breast, and he was dealing with prostate. Both of them metastatic. Both of us having it in a lot of the same areas, the bones. And sadly, my dad passed a few weeks ago. And, I feel like my partner in the journey, as well as my dad, our papa, So, we've been going through a lot of emotions, a lot of different waves. Some are really sad, and some are full of joy. And some are just kind of right in between, and it's like, when I say the waves, I kind of feel that's how a lot of emotions come. They come in waves, and I'd like them to be smooth. But the joyous ones are thinking about where he is. He's all around me. He's constantly here. I feel his laughter around me, and the way he sings, And of course I have so many videos and so many pictures of him in my phone. So going through that a lot, and just kind of, processing. And I know I'm not alone in this. I'm grieving for my brother who lost his dad. And my other brother who lost his dad. My sisters, each of them. My mom who just lost her husband, And we're all grieving in our ways, and sometimes it's the tears, and sometimes it's laughing, and sometimes it's silence. But we're together. And it's not that I'm at peace. I'm at peace with where he is. I'm just missing his presence in this world. I'd love more time. So, I'm so glad we got it. And you guys got to see a lot of that journey with some of the stuff I was posting on here. When he had his stroke, when he had to go into the rehab, well, he got to go into that rehab. That all happened so divinely. That rehab hospital was fantastic, spectacular. Everything that we were praying for just happened to line out perfectly, how we got him in there. The director, or the person in charge at the hospital, was like, there's no way you'll get in. There's only one bed. They won't accept him. And so I made a call, and they after talking and how we wanted to get him to the Giants game. We had this goal. It's like Rob put together this trip he wanted to take my dad on. And it started out to just be Rob taking my dad. And I love my husband's heart. I'm grieving for him who's lost my dad. He was one of his strongest role models, mentors, friends. My dad was a lot to a lot of us. So we started out with Rob wanting to bring him to a Giants game. And then it was like, hey, maybe your brothers will want to go. And then, well, hey, maybe we should take Derek, and well, we gotta take Steph, you know, and the grandkids, and well, you gotta take your mom if we're taking Steph, and we gotta take Dave Buddy, and you know, so it became this big family event. And when my dad had the stroke, it didn't look like we were gonna make it. And my dad rallied, and I really feel like we were gifted more time with him. All of us were there in his corner. We were there with him, rooting him on. I brought him coffee from my house every day, and we would have our cup of coffee in the mornings, you know, and I was like excited to watch Price is Right with him. Gosh, that brought him so much joy to have me around like that consistently, and I was so grateful I was given that opportunity to show up like that, because not very often does that happen. You don't always have the opportunity to show up for somebody when they really need it and right before they leave us. That's just such a gift, such a gift. My mom was there with him. She showed up in a way that so beautifully, so loving, right by his side, listening to his songs and his jokes that she's heard so many times, and laughing like they're the first time again, you know. My brothers, my sisters, we were all there. You know, we showed up, we brought the kids around, we laughed, we encouraged him, we got him out of that hospital in record time, way before they said he was going to leave, way before. I mean, when I played the Rocky theme in that one reel I made, that was like so legit, you guys. It was so legit. I was singing it to him, dun, 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 you know. And when we got to the Giants game, he was so happy, right? He had that life spark. And we're all around him. We're watching the game. He got a game ball. He had a game ball. And so did Maddox, and so did Warren. We had 3 game balls that game. How does that happen, right? And we got on the field. We got a picture of all of us on the field. And we were supposed to print that picture and take it to those hospitals and thank them that we got the opportunity to do this with my dad. You guys, that experience, that's the treasure. You know, the time we had. We all knew that his life spark was getting dimmer, and he was tired. But he wanted us all together, and that brought him so much joy. So much joy. So, anyways, that's been going on in my world in the past couple of weeks, 3 weeks. Just being there with family, being there with my mom, my brothers, my sisters, really connecting with them. Like today, I picked up the phone and I'm like, all right, my dad, he would be calling every single one of us. He would be calling my cousins, and he would be calling his friends to check in, because that's what he did. He always just called people to check in, you know. A lot of people are grieving him, a lot of people, and I just want to say thank you for loving him in your own way, however that was. My dad was a mentor to many. He was a friend to so many. He was a joy in this world. And if you ever got to hear him sing or tell a joke, you know, he was just love. And I am so blessed that I got to be his daughter. in this world. You know, I'm so blessed. And I miss him so terribly. I miss knowing that my phone will never ring again with his face. But I take comfort in knowing that he's all over in different songs and the way different things just show up in a way I all of a sudden feel peace and comfort come over me. So, as much as I'm grieving, I'm finding the joy. I'm finding the joy in what he's left, and knowing that he's left a legacy of love. So, I was gonna post something, and honestly, every time I started writing, I got choked up, and it's like, just do a live, Christy. You guys, you're here for the journey. Here's the journey, you know? It's not all awesome news. Some of it's hard news, but it's life, and it's death. So, gosh, it's so final. That's the hard. That's the part. It's so final here. That's the hard part. So we're planning a lovely celebration for my dad. A really nice one. It's going to be in July. So I know a lot of out-of-town people. If you wanted to try and make an appearance out here, July 25th is the day we're looking at, and it's going to be just a moment to honor my dad, Papa, Bud, Uncle Bud. It's going to be a moment for that, and we'd love to have you there. So we'll get some official things out there, but it's going to be on July 25th, and yeah, just let me know if you're wanting to attend, and I'll make sure I get you the information. All right. My friends, thank you for accepting such a heavy one. And I know you guys are surrounding me with so much. I feel it, and I really appreciate it. My mom appreciates it. You know, my kids lost their papa. Yeah, my grandkids. You know, Aaron's so young. It's like we have pictures of him with Papa, but he's at that age where I have to make sure we talk about Papa a lot. My hair looks so gray. I just looked at myself. It's not that gray, but it is thick. It is coming in. And look at me ending on a smile like my dad would. So, you wonder where I get that? It's all from Papa. I always make him joy. Always find the joy. So, all right, my friends. I'm gonna get some stuff done. The weekend is here. I'm going to spend some beautiful time with my loved ones. I hope you guys are doing the same in some way. And make sure you answer those calls. Answer them all with love. All right, my friends. Wishing you waves. Smooth waves.